I'm going to go through the exercises that we did today in the first foundational class. So just to recap, we talked about being in our nice Pilates resting position. So think about where the back of your head is, both shoulders, both hips. We started with our feet completely together, toes apart, heels join them. So we're in that nice relaxing resting position. It's easy for me to say. We found our neutral pelvis by putting our thumbs together into our belly button. Fingers came together as well, so we had our pelvic diamond down towards the pubic bone, rocking our pelvis one way and then the other way, stopping in the center, engaging through the core and the pelvic floor to lock you into that neutral position. So our first exercise, we brought our feet back together and we did knee rolling from side to side. So this is very much a mobilizing exercise to warm up. So that was our first one. Then we went into our hundreds. So again, toes apart, heels join them. We hundreds in this position. That is your hundreds at level 1. 5 pulses on the in-breath, 5 pulses on the out-breath. The core is switched on for every single exercise that we do. We went into one leg stretch. For this one, we did put our hands onto our hips so we could feel what the pelvis is doing. As we exhale, one leg slid out along the mat. Inhale back in and exhale the other leg out. You switch from side to side. You're going to exhale the leg out, inhale it back in, and you want to make sure that the pelvis is not rocking from side to side as you do this. Then we went into our double leg stretch. Arms started up. This was our start position for double leg stretch. As we exhale, circle the arms, small circle, stop to inhale. And then we went into hip twist. Hands back onto the hips. Exhale, one knee dropped out to the side. Inhale back to the center. Exhale, the other leg drops out to the side. Inhale back to center. Again, making sure that the pelvis doesn't roll as you do this. You don't want to see those pelvic bones moving. Pelvis is very still. It's just the leg that's moving as you do this one. Then we held onto the back of one leg, stretched out. And we did 10 on one side, 10 on the other side before we went into our shoulder bridge. For shoulder bridge, you want to make sure there's no head cushion underneath. So if you did have a head cushion for the first exercises, take it out for shoulder bridge. Want to again make sure toes apart, heels join them. We're in that nice relaxed position. Breath in to prepare as you exhale. Engage through core and pelvic floor. Second exhale, you're then going to roll up. So you're pushing your back flat into the mat, squeezing the glutes as you peel the spine up away from the mat. You don't want to be going too high, just so they're in alignment. So shoulders, hips and knees in that straight line position. And as you roll back down, think about the top vertebrae coming down first as you roll. So exhale up, inhale down. Vertebrae by vertebrae as you're going up and going down. You see that mobilizing through the spine. So you don't want to be straight up and down as you're doing that. Then afterwards, again, stretching out through the back of the legs. We want to make sure we're not getting any tension or cramp in the backs of the legs, and that would be 10 each side. Came onto our side, and then we did have a little head cushion, because you certainly need to fill the gap between your ear and your shoulder. One arm out in front of you. For this one, earlobe, shoulder, hips and heels in a straight line. You can look and see, are my hips and heels aligned? Because they should be. You don't want your feet too far in front, because then you're just changing the muscles that are working. So hips and heels in alignment, pushing that top hip down. You can see that lifts up a little bit underneath my waist here. It straightens the spine. We lock the pelvis into that position. Both hands were forwards like a crocodile, holding onto a piece of chalk on top. We take a breath in to prepare, and as we exhale, drawing a rainbow, inhaling back to the center. Exhale, draw your rainbow. We're following the hand with the eyes as we move every time. Then we went into our clams. Clams at level 1. We're staying in that push down position through our hips, so we're still lifted through here. Engage through the core on the pelvic floor. Breath in to prepare, and as you exhale, you're just going to float body up towards the ceiling. Inhale, knees together. So the underneath leg doesn't move, the top foot doesn't come up. We're not rolling the hips back. You're making sure you're staying very stabilized through the pelvis. And if you're wearing jeans and you put your hand in your back pocket, that's the muscle that should be working as you're doing this one. And then we took a stretch to release at the end. cool down exercises. So after we'd done our clams, we rolled onto our back, one foot over the opposite knee, pushing that knee out to the side, and then we're lifting up, so we're increasing that stretch as long as it's comfortable. If that is not comfortable, you stay in this position and you just stay with that press through the front of the hip. We came up into sitting, and to stretch out the hamstrings, one leg was straight out in front, the other leg was bent up comfortably. It can either be out to the side or it can be here. If that's more comfortable, it's completely fine. And we were reaching towards the ankle. Again, both sides. Then we came onto our hands and knees for our cat stretch. So again, making sure we're in very neutral position. We exhale the spine to the ceiling, inhale back to neutral. You're not going to go any lower than that, just to that position. Then we came into our hip flexor stretch, one foot in front of the other, and then lunging into that stretch, so you get a nice deep stretch through the front of the hip flexor. Last one was a roll down, so we came up to standing. I know you're not going to be able to see me to start with. Toes apart, heels join them. Breath into propels, exhale, rolling down to the knees, inhaling back up. So just to the knees, and again that roll position from the spine, and we are done. So give those a try. I'm going to send you homework as well. If you have any questions, obviously let me know, and I will see you all soon. Take care. Bye.